Okay, so here we are by our castle we built last video, and we have a new set of resources to collect today in here, ignoring some of the just normal blocks that we'll find around the ground. But yeah, a lot of concretes, some terracotta, a lot of glass, and that's kind of the main things. But the thing is, it is a concrete factory because I want concrete from my builds. I want an easy way to get it all. So this factory will produce the sand and gravel, and then we'll end up making some sort of flower farm or something later on. But yeah, we have our schematic located in this area here. Um, so it's gonna go right there. It's decently big. I think it's a slightly smaller of a project, but honestly, I think it should be a fun one. And I think we just start by gathering the materials we need for the actual concrete machines, because we can build that and then we can build a structure around it. So we just start off by getting all the windmill bearings, water wheels, and all the other create mod stuff that we'll need for our farms. We do that first, build the farms, and then we can use the concrete from our farms to actually build the rest of it. Okay, and I just gathered up all our stuff here that we might need for our machines. I don't exactly know yet. We'll have to make our way into our smelting room with the rest of our machines in there, and we'll have to figure out what we need. I have a decent start though. I have most of the brass and stuff, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so these are all the blocks we need, pretty much. So we need a lot of item vaults, a couple cogs, the belts, chain drives. All of this stuff is pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we do need more than one brass funnel though, so I'm pretty sure that's wrong. We know we definitely do. Um, Mechanical bearings we don't need to do. We just need some water wheels, depots, shafts, drills. This is a very simple machine. It's the crushing wheels that are the hardest bit, which I'm pretty sure I moved. Yeah, no, I took my windmill bearing to my other island, so I'll need to make another one of those, make another windmill here for now. And then we can get to making the crushing wheels, because they're very easy to make. You just need the large crafting grid for them. Okay, so it's just a lot of andesite alloy planks and then a stone. But yeah, very easy to make. I just need more power, which I can't really do with the water wheels. I have no clue when I'll need phantom membranes, but I feel like I will at some point. And we have the belts we need. We have water wheels. We have some chutes. And we have, I think, a couple funnels there. So we'll have to work on the rest. But we do have a couple things we need. And then I have some crafting stuff here. And then I have the crafters we need for our crushing wheels. But we just need to make a windmill bearing. And some windmill sails just to power that. So we'll just start with that. So shaft, stone, wood slab. That should work, does it? Okay, now with our windmill bearing, we will need some sails, which we just need andesite alloy, sticks, and wool. So wool might be the kind of problem here, but I will need a lot of sails for the build anyway. I think I need about 200. So I think we should start by just making a bit of a sheep farm, which I do actually have. I do have a sheep farm, but it is quite a bit away. So I think we're going to sort out all our other stuff first and just make sure we have the materials to craft before we head away from base here. So we can turn that into rose quartz. I think I'll make 3 for now. We have a rose quartz, and then with that and iron plates, we got electron tubes. So with the brass, dried kelp, and electron tubes, is that the recipe? Yes. 6 more funnels. So surety that's definitely enough. Okay, so here are my sheep, and I'm pretty sure they're all fine as they are, color-wise. I just need to grab iron, which I'm running low on, and just make some new shears. No, I don't think this is enough, so we will breed them. Okay, then let's just see how many sails we can make with all the wool we have, which isn't that much. Time to take out these sticks. And then because we can, I'm going to take out the windmill bearing. And I'll just set up a windmill. With that, our windmill's done. And we can use that to power our crafter. As well as our press, actually. Which we're going to need to use a lot of. So if we just grab our gears, which we have somewhere. We should be able to speed this up a bit. Going into a small and a big going into a small. How fast is that? Not very fast. So I would like to make a couple more. And I don't know if this is enough work. Is that what it's called? I'm going to try get it to power my crafters as well. And there's a couple more iron plates. And with that, we can craft up some of the storage item vaults. That's what they're called. I need 90, so that's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna need a lot more iron and a lot more barrels as well. But we have the wood for the barrels, so that shouldn't be a problem. We can actually start crafting up our. Okay, well, this guy just showed up. What does he have to offer? I don't have any emeralds though, so I'm gonna be mad if there's anything good. And there's not, so that's fine. What do I need? I need 4 more. And I need 4 planks and stone. I'm pretty sure it needs to come at the bottom. Why wouldn't that work? See, there we go. And that's 2 of them. I need 6. Do you have 2? And actually 2 more? Could be just that. That is all the crushing wheels we need, so we put those away. I might just break this down. I'll quickly collect everything else I need. And then I'll make my way over and just pretty much build the machine. Because once I have that built, then that'll make all the concrete that I need. Or most of the parts for the concrete that I'll need for the actual build itself. Yeah, off we go to... Where is it? Yeah, all the way over here. So this is where we're going to be building, so... It's a little ways away. And here we are at our destination. And of course I'm lagging. You know, this is where we're going to be building. This is what we're working with. You know, I'll grab most of the stuff I need. So here's where we're going to start like actually building some stuff. So we need windmills, gears, gear chain, draft thingy, guides. Yeah, whatever. We're just going to start down here. And then we'll just work our way up. So down here, we're just going to work on all the power. And then as we work our way up, we'll be working on more of the actual machinery. So that's the power pretty much dealt with. And then from here, I just started to build the actual machine itself. It just required me to have some drills to break some cobblestone from just a cobblestone generator, and then they both got crushed into sand and gravel. Oh, there's a waystone. I need to get more of those, actually. Wait, I didn't know waystones were in this. Ooh. Yeah, that could be interesting. You know, waystones will help a bunch. I'll only be able to put those on my main builds, I think, though. That's probably going to be a bit of a thing. I mean, that's the only place I'll need to go, anyway. Yeah, no, waystones. That'll be... That'll be great to use. Can I craft waystones? Oh, I can. It's just it takes a bit of effort. That's for sure. It's not that bad. It's definitely doable. Yes, so those are moving the right way. Yes. And then they're crushing into gravel. So gravel goes into this one, and then sand goes into this one. Sand goes there. Then can I take my... Do I have a wrench? Then this one's purely gravel. I think this needs to be clay and then flint. Yeah, I want to get this figured out and done so that everything's set up. This will get clay eventually, right? Sand, flint, and clay, yes. Yes, and then clay. And I can put the clay filter in there. And there we go. Now our machine should be producing all the gravel we need, all the sand we need for our concrete, and then we have some clay to make some terracotta as well. See, we have 47 gravel already, and then just about 10 sand because I had been emptying. So that's already like 50 concrete, and it's only been running there for a couple seconds. So yeah, now what we need to do is we actually need to get the full build out here, and then we'll start collecting the blocks for the actual build, because this is only a little piece of it. Do I need my wrench for this? Do I have a wrench for this? Ooh. And is that it? Oh, there's two of them. No, maybe just right here. It doesn't have to be anything special. And then we will place our lush stacks waystone. And now we have everything we need. Everything ready, just to get going with getting the resources we need. And what we can do actually is we can start with all the sand we have. We can turn that into glass. Okay, so I think we are actually going to build a bone meal farm just for all the white dye we need. Because looking at it, we also need gray and we need light gray dye. So I think just having that white dye to get all of that, and then I'll just kind of need to kill some squids myself. Would be much easier than me having to farm up all those flowers. Plus, I'll have bone meal for any other farms I need, or even just getting flowers too. Might be useful. So I did craft up all the stuff I needed. It didn't take long, especially being able to like warp back and forth to everywhere we needed. I think the hardest is the copper bulbs, but even that was easy. Just took like a small bit of smelting, and everything else we pretty much had to. Didn't need to stop in the nether. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need to stop in the nether for some quartz because I used the rest of my nether quartz on rose quartz last time. But yeah, everything's done. Everything was easy. Uh, most of my redstone's gone. I might need to go mining for some more redstone. But I mean, that's kind of fine. And then building the bone meal farm was really no difficulty. I just followed a tutorial, and then the materials were quite easy to get as well. Yeah, and I think that's it done. I think I'm gonna let it run for about a day in game. I'll check this guy real quick. Oh, oh, that's good. Um, I think what we can do is let me just clear my inventory slightly. I think we'll be able to get that. I think we have the stuff to get at the emeralds that we need. I think one of those could just be some of the clay from this, because I think it's 7 clay for an emerald, and we have about 100 in here. Yeah, no, so we might be able to get it. Yes, you. And that's all I need. That's all I need. And there he is. And they do have mending. They have mending, unbreaking 5, protection 5, feather falling 5. From there, I started off by just doing some more blocks, and I started off with squid just to get some black dye, and then I moved on to just crafting up all the concrete I could with both the white and black dye that I did have. And then I moved on to just getting more dye from flowers, just to dye some terracotta that I had, that I needed to dye up, and I didn't have a flower farm yet, so this is the only really way I had. And that is not enough orange terracotta. And then these were most of the materials I'd collected up until this point, but I did have some others in some other backpacks. So I head back to the concrete factory, or maybe I should finish off the windmill sails, because I will need quite a lot of wool for that. But I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. Head back to the concrete for now and see what I have to do. And then I went straight back to collecting more blocks, mainly just some shroom lights from just the nether. And then I went on to work on my sheep a bit, just to collect all the wool I needed for all the sails, because I still needed a lot more, not for actual machines themselves, but just for some aesthetics to the base. But something I can afford to. Oh! No, that's something I don't think I can afford. Unfortunately. I would absolutely love that. How many diamonds do I have? I have 26 diamonds. I have 15 phantom emeralds in there. Okay, so with all of our wool and the andesite alloy we got, we can actually start crafting up some sails. And I'm not exactly sure how much we need. So I'm just gonna start crafting, and then I'll kind of just keep some resources. I think that should be enough. But yeah. I'm pretty sure I have the windmill bearings somewhere. And I'm pretty sure they're back at the factory anyway. So I should have no mechanical bearings actually. I need mechanical bearings, and there should be 2 of them. So they should be in here somewhere, and then I need water wheels as well. Okay. I don't think I have the mechanical bearings, to be honest. Yeah, and I think we're gonna start working on this one. So I think I need to replace the schematic actually, because I accidentally moved it. Because the control thing is a stick, and I was dealing with them at the wood farm. So yeah, we'll have to put this back, I think, here. If I... Yeah, that's right. The first thing we're going to build is this in here, which starts with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Yeah, no, we just need some water, some black concrete, campfires, that kind of stuff. So we have most of our stuff on us already. But we can't use our backpacks while we're building, so I think we're going to start crafting up some chests too. Here we go. All the concrete like converters I tried to build just did not work, so I just had to do it manually, which wasn't actually that bad. What we'll do actually is we'll grab all the light gray, and now we'll just check the schematic and make sure we do have enough, just to be safe. Okay, so light gray, that's loads. And then we can start working on our gray next, because we still have plenty of durability, which was what was actually like bottlenecking our production. So yeah, we'll just start working on the gray, and then we'll finish off the white after we fix up the ground here that we messed up and convert it into concrete. You know, the build really isn't that big, so I guess we will get it done pretty quickly. But we have all the materials, and all the machinery is done too. And this will look better when it all comes together. Yeah, we have a building here, a building there, and then I'm pretty sure we have one small one here, and a small building here. Yeah, it'll look good when it all comes together. We have all our materials. So I think the next time I hop on, I want to do it all at once. So the next time I hop on, I'll do at least the main building, and then I'll probably do the other two after. And then we do have the connection, don't we? Yeah, and then we do have a tunnel connecting them. Yeah, so I'll hop off for now then, I guess, and I'll come back when I'm ready to start. Don't blow up. Okay, how does every time, like, I don't get what I'm supposed to do. Like where was it 2 minutes ago? Where was it 10 seconds ago? Like I don't get it. And let's just get into it, to be honest. So to start, we will need our light blue stained glass, orange terracotta, I think. The red I need for something else. Yeah. Actually, I'll need some red too. I'll need white. I need gray. I need light gray. I need everything. I will need some black too. Okay. I don't think I need all the white yet, so I'll take the black. And I think we're just gonna start from. And I did just start, and I followed the just schematic as I normally would. And I think this build, like, it looks very simple. Like, there's not much detail, but I think it'll be nice to have, especially just because it makes the concrete. And I think it does end up coming together quite a bit at the end. This is the part where I feel like it starts looking like a decent build, and just not just a cube or cuboid, whatever. But yeah, no, I did think it might have needed a little bit more detail, but then again, I wanted to use concrete, which concrete isn't that detailed. So I just started building, and then the iron bars and stuff, all I really used for detail, mainly just concrete, terracotta, and then just the grass to make it somewhat more natural. And then I did use a different type of tinted glass than the normal vanilla, which I think made it look a little bit better. It was also easier to get. And then just shroom lights on the inside to light it up. I did leave a space for the last fan for a little while. That'll come in now though. But I think the main building is definitely the biggest. I think it does bring everything together quite a bit. The second building, like, while it is smaller, I think it does add quite a bit. Because the one building kind of looked very like lonesome, obviously, because it was on its own. But then bringing in this second building, especially with the connection and the tube off the side, I think made it look a lot bigger than it actually was. I think it just filled space and made it feel more full. And then after that, I just started the small little building. I'm not exactly sure why I added it in. I'll make it like some sort of storage room or something, but I felt like there was just a bit of empty space that needed filling, and that's the only really way I kind of knew how to do it. So I filled that in, and then it does look better with the grass fully grown, but I think it's pretty good build overall. Yeah, we are up here, and reveal in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And what we can actually do is we can unload the... Not that. We can unload the schematic. And there we go. That is it. That is our concrete factory. And I think the fans really do add quite a bit. That one from above is gonna look better. And then once the grass grows in, that should be slightly more vibrant, and so should that. Yeah, no, hopefully I can get some good shots of this, which, I mean, I know I can, because personally I think it looks great. I think it turned out very well. And I'm glad I did it. And I'm saying that for pretty much every build, but yeah, no, it was definitely fun to do. Good project. It'll be useful for the future too. I'll be able to get my concrete powder. And I think we're good to go. I think we're gonna leave it here, and I think that's it for today. I just finished recording, but then I realized these phantoms are here. What they actually reminded me is I might be able to go grab that sword, so that might be a good note to end the video on. If he comes back down here. You know, I'm pretty sure I gathered some phantom membranes already, so that I might have enough. But I'll collect the ones from this guy. If I can actually kill him. This is embarrassing. No, yeah, if I can actually kill this guy, I can take his phantom membranes. And I have the diamonds, and I'm pretty sure I needed 32 membranes. And with that, I should have 32 membranes. The diamonds are definitely in there. I have a couple membranes in there. Oh yeah, and then 12 in there. Okay, so we have our 36. I think we just teleport over and just hope he's still there. Is there? I think he might have despawned. I'm not exactly sure how I wonder in traders work, but if they're unloaded, they stay. I think. I don't know. Let's just hope, because it's been quite a while. It's day 114 now. I don't exactly remember when we found him, but I'm assuming it was like somewhere around day 100. Oh, he is. He is. So with 32 phantom membranes and 64 diamonds, we can get the Eternal Vigilance, which is sharpness 10, looting 5, unbreaking 5, scavenger 5, and life mending 5. That was so expensive, but surely that's worth it. Does that mending? It does not have mending. It is life mending. I don't know what that means. Received healing to repair items. So if I use like splash potions and stuff. Okay. That's good. Let's say I kill a sheep. How much does it drop? Okay, maybe that's not a good example. I need something else to kill. No, but yeah, it's 5 levels higher of sharpness, 1 level more of looting, same on breaking. This is scavenger, but that is capturing. So let's see, what does scavenger do? I feel like it's another form of looting. Oh, roll their loot tables twice. So basically, if they're rare drops, it's like much more likely to get them. Okay, yeah, no, that's really good. Like we might have replaced our captive dreams for the eternal vigilance. To be honest. Yeah, no, I think that's definitely us done now. After doing our whole build and then getting this, which this might be even more of an achievement. I'm not sure how rare that was. I might have to get rid of it because that seems like too good, to be honest. So I might have to get rid of this. Um, if I'm being completely honest, and just stick to my captive dreams. Because like looting 4, sharpness 5 seemed almost too OP, but this is another level. So I might have to decide about that. But anyway. That is us for today for sure. There's nothing else I want to get done. That is plenty. That is much more than I expected. So thank you for watching, and this phantom seems to like me.